Hello, this is Ace Reporter the Jazzy Nerd coming to you from Route 214, where yet another attempt to catch a legendary Pokemon has just failed fantastically. I am standing directly in front of where the spring path is supposed to open once you beat the game. It's a not very aptly named route. Spring path sounds all nice and peaceful and skipping through the flowers, while the spring path actually has very ominous music and leads you to possibly the most evil thing in Pokemon, Giratina. Well, as you can plainly see, I'm not going to be able to catch him this playthrough. It's a real shame, because, I mean, I went and bought 30 Dusk Balls in preparation for this, and I had a whole plan as to catch him. Paralyze him with Electra, and then switch into Breeze, who almost completely walls him. She's immune to Shadow Force and to Earth Power, which are its two primary attacking moves. It's a real shame. I was looking forward to it. Basically, you would walk down this path, come into an area where you need rock climb up, rock climb back down, go into a cave that is generated kind of like a mystery dungeon in that the rooms are randomized. And so you'd have to find your way through that, and then you'd be able to encounter Giratina. Unfortunately, I can't get down the spring path. I'm getting a distinct feeling that this and the Cresselia event can only be triggered if you have a complete Pokedex. Which I don't, and I'm not going to put in the time to complete it. So, there will be no Giratina catching in this playthrough. I'm bummed. You're probably bummed. I'm sorry. But what I can do is talk about some things I was intending to talk about if this episode turned into the Giratina episode. Which is... First, I want to talk a little bit about Giratina's design as we walk leisurely and somewhat dejectedly back to Veilstone City. I wanted to talk about something interesting that another YouTuber pointed out about Giratina's design. And to tell this whole thing, wait, is this the cave where I need Flash? No, that's the cave where I got Dig. Never mind. Anyway, so I got involved once in a conversation in a YouTube comment section about, you know, if Arceus is the god of Pokemon, who's the devil of Pokemon. And, you know, some people, I was one of them, talked jokingly about how Vivillon's Pokedex number just happens to be 666. But the people who were, you know, being serious all talked about Giratina. And at the time, I didn't really understand what they were getting at because I was not hugely familiar with the lore of the Sinnoh region. So I was thinking, you know, what are these people talking about? At the time, I would have said Yveltal, you know, the Pokemon that's entirely based around destruction and death and destroying the lives of other people so it can continue living. And no, here's the route where I sang Stand in the Rain. And here is the route where I fought that Gyarados. Anyway, so basically, you know, I went on thinking that for a while, and then I was watching a top 10 favorite Pokemon video from another YouTuber, Nate Wants to Battle, who you guys have probably heard of. He's got like over 200,000 subscribers. You've probably heard of him. And Giratina was actually third on his list of favorite Pokemon. And something he mentioned is that Giratina, well, he talked again about how Giratina is, you know, the closest thing Pokemon gets to a devil figure. Talked about how, you know, Giratina's Pokedex entry always talks about how he was banished at some point long ago for being too violent, and how it was probably, it's not raining now, it was probably Arceus who did the banishing, but he also talked about something I had never noticed, which was that Giratina's entire body style, or entire design, is based around the number 6. 6 legs, 6 of those little spines on his wings, 6 of those little gold things around his neck, 6 wings in origin form. Everything about him in 6s. And that was what finally convinced me that, oh yeah, this is definitely... Well, yeah. That's pretty much all I wanted to mention about Giratina. I wish I could have mentioned that while fighting Giratina. Dang it! Well, anyway, I always found that interesting because I love religious imagery in games. And while we're on the subject of religion in video games, something I've been meaning to mention at some point, and just never really found a place, is that when I was grinding for the Elite Four, I was trying to go into Bulbapedia to look something up. And I typed in Bulbapedia and got redirected to, instead of the Pokemon Wiki, I got redirected to the Pokemon page on Wikipedia. And one of the things that page discussed was some of the reasons why conservative Christians don't like Pokemon. And do you know why that is? Is this person in battle? No. Okay. Is it conservative Christians don't like Pokemon? At least one of the reasons why conservative Christians don't like Pokemon. For the same reason why conservative Christians don't like Darwin. Eva-freaking-lution! That really, really annoyed me, actually. Because, I mean, from everything I've read, Darwin was devout. Well, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about this now. Just some, I guess, food for thought. And so, the last thing I wanted to do in this video is give some updates and some recap. I decided that I wanted to, not that long ago, that what I want to do on this channel is put like a series recap in every finale, where I, go over and kind of relive some of the craziest things that happened in the playthrough. So, let's see, what was the craziest things that happened in this playthrough? Let's see, I went through the entire game thinking that my game glitched and I couldn't run, when in fact I was just pressing the wrong button. I defeated the double battle that ended my run last time with no trouble at all. I successfully rebuilt the team that I used in that playthrough. I caught a lonely-natured Starly that ended up becoming such a strong physical attacker that she was able to almost one-shot some wild encounters with freaking quick attack. I caught Dialga with only 2 Pokeballs while in yellow health and without statusing him, which is such a crazy thing to pull off that my friends didn't even believe I had done it when I told them that I had done it. I almost got swept by Maylene's Lucario, thanks to a combination of very good luck and some very bad luck. And then I went and fought Galactic Grunts in Veilstone City, up at the Galactic Warehouse, and got ganged up on. Darn them. We had no trouble in every gym past that, though. I I had some serious trouble in some gym puzzles. Candace's gym gave me so much trouble for a generic ice sliding puzzle. And then I had some trouble with Volkner just because I didn't understand how the puzzle worked. Then let's see, we had my sister guest star on, or guest commentate. I keep saying guest star. I'm not an actor. This is not a TV show. I had my sister guest commentate the champion battle and get so bored that I caught her checking her phone in the middle of video. Jeez. I had plans for that I was thinking, okay, I can get my sister interested in Pokemon by having her guest on this video, and then maybe we could do, like, another Pokemon playthrough in the future where we alternate who plays. Like, I could play the first day, she could play the second day, and so on. I had so many awesome ideas for some things we could do together, and now none of them are going to happen because she just doesn't like Pokemon and is apparently never going to. Oh well. I guess that's everything. If you guys thought of a crazy moment that I forgot, post it in the comments. So now for the update. Okay, I do have one more video that I want to upload that is kind of Diamond related, but doesn't really involve Pokemon. You'll understand when I put it up. But I don't really know how to do that. That's Mom outside my room yelling at the dogs. I don't really know how to put that up, so it could take me a couple weeks. But at the rate I'm going, I think Monday will be when I upload the first episode of my next LP, which is a game that I love, and that I know very, very well, and that I can probably do as a more informative Let's Play, where I show you how to 100% the game. So, I really need to think about that. How much detail I'm going to put in it, though, because, let's face it, I'm not all that good with editing software. So I need to think about that a little bit more. Anyway, was there anything else I wanted to say? No, I think that was it. Again, really sorry I couldn't show a fight with Giratina. I'm seriously starting to think that you have to 100% the Pokedex to get access to the Spring Path. So, unfortunately I can't show that, and I can't show Cresselia, and I won't be glitching the game to show Darkrai or Shaman. So, this playthrough is basically over, and I'm not hugely happy about this playthrough being over. I'm gonna miss this team. Breeze with her ridiculously high attack, Electra with her bold nature. Trainer tips, really? I did not mean to accidentally read that. And Torch, his great moveset, and River, my HM slave. Mark Twain, who was opposed to one-shot Cynthia's Garchomp and didn't. Got one shot by it instead because we didn't outspeed. And Clover. Clover. Who evolved right when I got this funny feeling that he was going to evolve. It's kind of weird. My hunches are right about 80% of the time. How do I actually know how often my hunches are right? I don't. It's a wild guess. But I feel like when I get a hunch about something, it's usually right. Who have I not mentioned yet? Echo. My person who I didn't think was going to do anything in the Elite Four, and then ended up taking down somebody's Garchomp for me with status. That was fun. I'm gonna miss those guys. This is a final way of saying goodbye. I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm actually thinking about building a competitive team that's based on this team. The problem is, this team has 3 things weak to Ice, and 3 things weak to Psychic. So, maybe not the best move. I mean, I wouldn't be running it seriously, but maybe as like a way of commemorating this playthrough or something. There's probably going to be a trend on the channel that I never want my LPs to end, because I just get so into it. And I mean, if nothing else, after doing this playthrough, I truly understand what the Nuzlocke rules mean when they say that you have to nickname your Pokemon in the name of forming stronger emotional bonds. After playing through this entire game with these guys, I'm really connected to them. Hard to believe you can get so attached to a little piece of code, but I did. And I was really surprised when I realized just how attached I got to them. It's odd. It's really odd. Well, anyway, I'm going to head just off that route. Actually, you know what? We're going to stop in the Cafe Cow, and I'm going to leave my character there for all eternity. Here. Sitting at the table with this old man. If you enjoyed this kind of strange video in any capacity, head over to my YouTube channel, The Jazzy Nerd, check out some of my other stuff, and if you liked those things, hit the subscribe button, because it really helps. Helps me motivate me just that much more for my next LP that I'm going to enjoy so much. So much. I will see you guys on Monday when I will start my next LP. Until then, stay jazzy.